You're listening to Radio Azad, and this is another health and wellness segment with our health and wellness coach, Dr. Nilofer Basaria. What a topic we have for you today, the stressed body of high achieving women. And these are not just career women we are talking about, it can be high achieving homemakers as well, just high achieving type A personalities, and why doing everything right still feels so wrong. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Aisha?
I am doing very, very well. You can check out Dr. Basaria, her Insta handle at DRBASARIA. Dr. Basaria, and of course, drbasaria.com is her website. A lot of women listening are high achievers professionally, home, in families, right? We want it all.
Right.
And what does that lead to? Exhaustion, inflammation in our bodies, we're stuck with weight, gut issues, emotional burnout as well. What are you seeing beneath the surface here, and what's going on with these women?
All of us, right? Yeah. I see a stressed body that is in override, living in this override situation for a very long time. So, and I work with these women. I see them all the time. So, this is a person who wakes up in the morning tired after 7 hours of sleep, right? Skips breakfast, or even if she's eating her breakfast, she's eating while she's standing, doing something, or driving because there's no time. When she gets to work, she's going from one task to another without taking a pause, a break, right? They are eating lunch while responding to emails, right?
Mhm.
Multitasking. They are powering through their afternoons with coffee, right? In the evening, they are exhausted, drained, but still wired.
Mhm.
They are snapping at kids, they are zoning out, or they are scrolling
Mhm.
on social media because finally they found their me time,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? And also, when they sleep, their mind doesn't shut off. So these are these, planners, type A women. They're constantly working, they're constantly on. And how it shows up in their body, it shows up as bloating. So they're like, no matter what I eat, I'm bloated,
Mhm.
constipated, they're not regular, right? They gain weight, stubborn weight gain is there. Um, Lack of energy, brain fog,
Mm.
right? Anxiety,
Even depression, right?
depression,
Feeling of being completely overwhelmed.
yes. And then hormonal issues, PMS, insomnia, hot flashes.
Mhm.
So they're constantly living in survival mode, right? Constantly in the go mode. So the stress is coming from never turning off.
Mhm. Never turning off. And what happens to things that never turn off?
They
Complete
run
burnout.
down. They run down. Yeah,
Yeah,
burnout.
absolutely. All right, let's take a caller. Radio. Hello.
जी सलामकुम
वालेकुम
आयशा
अस्सलाम
एंड
जी.
नीलोफर आई थिंक जहाज मेरे बिल्कुल ऊपर से गुजरा है अभी
ऐसे ही लग रहा है
हाँ
जी.
यस आई नो नो आई एम सिटिंग आउटसाइड एंड इट्स जस्ट इट वेंट ओवर देयर बट एनी हाउ या तो जिन लोगों का माइंड 24/7 सोता ही नहीं है even they are asleep and it is working what is the you know um, solution for that how they can because it's not in your control or is it in your control?
If the mind keeps working, is it in your
Yes,
control? What a great question, Shahida ji.
yes.
Let's listen to the answer.
Yeah, thank you for that question. And a lot of us, we try to control things, and that's where things don't work out,
Hmm.
right? So we need to support our systems. We need to work with our body as opposed to try to control it. The more you try to control it, the more it's going to go haywire.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Shaida said that, what do we do and can we control it?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So first thing is, this is what I'm going to say. The more you try to shut your mind, it's going to scream louder. So there are practices that you can do, and it starts with how you basically start your day and how you go about your day and what is going on in the mind. Are you constantly, like I said, these women, they go from one task to another without creating any pause, any relief, because the
On the go.
mind is on,
Mm.
right? So there are practices when you wake up in the morning. What are you waking up with? Are you waking up with stress and your to-do list? And before you put your feet down on the floor, you have your phone, because not looking at the phone feel a little stressed
Mm.
too,
Mm-hmm.
right? So how are you starting your day? Is it an intentional start? Do you thank God for this morning, first thing that I woke up and I saw this day, which I could have not,
Mm-hmm.
right? And connecting with your breath and connecting with your being, not touching the phone, first thing in the morning, right? On the bed, are you stretching your body? Are you attending to your body? Are you listening to what this body is saying this morning?
Mm.
Right? So it starts from very small things like that, connecting to your being, connecting to your breath, um, looking deeper than just what you look in the mirror on the surface. Right? These lines that are growing, and this, the skin is this way or the other, or my hair looks like this. Beyond that,
Mm-hmm.
do you go beyond that and see what will feed this person?
Right.
What do I need today
Mm-hmm.
for my well-being, for my upliftment, for my growth, for attending to my body, to my mind?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the complete thought pattern that needs to be shifted, physical practices that need to be inculcated in your
Mm-hmm.
daily living,
Mm-hmm.
where you bring pause, where you bring breath, where you bring some moments of meditation
Okay.
and calming down. And if you spend your day with that, like that, rewire your mind, then toward the end of the day, you're not going to be so wired up. So it's like it. There's a lot that needs to go in for that moment to come where you're not feeling constantly on, and that's the deeper mental emotional work
Mm.
that you gotta do.
It's such a great question because, for example, if somebody is going through, a major life decision, okay, they want to quit a relationship, or let go of a relationship, or a new career path, or they're waiting for a job, answer about a job or whatever, and sometimes that's all that you can think about, and we don't realize, excuse me, excuse me, we don't realize just how stressed we are about that thing, right? And you really 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 want to take that decision, or you really 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 want that to happen, and it's consuming. That's what Shaida ji was also referring to. It's all you think about, day in and day out, day in and day out. The first thing you wake up, you think about it. The last thing before you go to sleep, you think about it. So in that case, how does one submit to the higher power?
That's the deeper work. The deeper work that I'm talking about with respect to mental emotional work that you do. And you can do it with a coach because they can see this line of thought. And a lot of times, things that you're not seeing,
Mhm.
when you're talking to them, they can see. And they can teach you how to detach, how
Mm.
to surrender,
Mhm.
how to, and living in this physical life, not feeling like a failure,
Yeah.
and actually learning to practice it, experience it, and actually flourish from it,
Mhm.
feel successful, right? So there are ways, there are some tendencies that we are running by, some patterns that we adopted in childhood and thereon.
Mhm.
and we are just on the autopilot doing things that we know how to, and those things are not getting us to contentment and freedom and life the way we want to,
Mhm.
with joy,
Mm.
right? Because this constant pressure of what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, how
Right.
this thing is going to turn out,
Mm.
right? And I want this thing to turn out in my favor. And how to stop your mind and detach from that
Mhm. That's the key.
and still live in joy and success and inspiration and not getting paralyzed by these thoughts.
Mhm.
So there is a deeper mental emotional work that you have to do where you change the wiring in your nervous system.
Mhm.
You change those patterns and those tendencies and then practice newer ones. And Aisha has done that work, so
Oh,
she's smiling. And
yes.
it is going much deeper, right?
Yeah.
Not staying on the surface.
Mhm. And it's a hard thing to do.
Yes,
It's a lot of questioning and practicing and thinking and all that, but
but
it's so
finally you
well
feel
worth it.
freedom,
Oh my
right?
God, so free.
So
It's
free.
amazing. You know, it's really amazing. So Nilofer, why do so many women who are high achievers say that they are not stressed even when their health is falling apart?
Yeah, I see those women. You know, they they are stressed, they are tired, they are exhausted. But Aisha, we have normalized
Mhm.
stress in our day to day life so
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
right? We actually feel it's productive because things
really.
get done, right? Things get done when you're
Mm.
stressed and you're doing it and you're in the go, 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 things get done.
Mm.
I feel like stress is productive. This is giving me my competitive advantage.
Mhm.
So you normalize it. Actually, you thrive on it. Like you're being praised, especially these high achieving women. They
Mm.
have learned how to override discomfort. They've been praised for it.
Mm.
So now
Okay.
they're in this loop, right? And so their nervous system is constantly thinking of, okay, what do I need to fix next? Where they need me, where they need my planning. So they relax by planning, right? This is like an overdrive. So your nervous system is constantly in that pattern, which
Mhm.
the autopilot pattern we were talking about,
Yeah.
right? Where can I stop the ball to, hold it so it's not dropped
Mm.
because of me?
That hamster which is running round and round in that wheel and not
Yes,
going anywhere,
absolutely.
right?
But then how it shows up in your body, the body keeps the score.
Mm.
So we're doing this, but your breath is shallow, your digestion is off, right? Your energy is in the tank,
Mm-hmm.
your weight, like uncontrolled weight gain, and you're like, it's just going up and up. What's going on?
Yeah.
Right? Cravings that are louder and louder. So the body keeps the score, although we are
Mm.
trying to disguise this or we are trying to normalize this thing, which is not normal. But since this has become a way of life, it feels that it's normal. So these people are really stressed, but they think they're not
Mm.
because this is an everyday thing. This is life. We
Right.
think this is how life is.
Interesting. A lot of people tell me this, and just women especially, but even men, that I am eating right, but my weight is just not responding. What is actually going on?
Yeah. So these people come to me and they tell me that, Nilofer, I am drinking smoothies for breakfast. I am eating salads for lunch. I
Yeah.
am eating light dinner. My weight is not going down. What
Mm.
is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We see these things.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're thinking and they're exercising a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What I do with them is first I take them through gut health, phase
Mm-hmm.
1, phase 2, phase 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Once they learn to understand their body, like you have to, every body is different.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking that, this is a general trend, this is what people are doing, and if I eat this way or if I exercise this way and it's going to work for me, it's not that way. you have to learn first your body. So in that, people learn that even the good foods that they were thinking were working for their body, a lot of them realize that, oh, these things don't work for me or in these quantities. Right? So very important to actually learn your body. First, learn your body. Second thing is eating mindfully. Eating mindfully is an art. Once you learn your body and you learn how to eat mindfully and you come in that rhythm, not only learn but practice it,
Yeah.
you realize that, oh, mindful eating feels this way. And in practice, it is this way. So I teach them mindful eating. We talk about, these people are under eating a lot and they are wrecking their metabolism by under eating. Right? So we stop the fear of food. A lot of women, they tell me that before coming to you, on this program, I'm eating a lot, but I'm losing weight. What's happening? So you see, it's not about eating less, counting your calories. It's eating the right food and then eating according to the rhythm of your body. So there are phases. You cannot go on eating one type of food at all times. God has, made day and night, different seasons, right? Similarly, especially for women's body, we cannot do OMAD, one diet, one meal a day, right? Because our body is, the rhythm is on a monthly cycle. So you have to change. So gut health phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, it teaches you how to rhythmically eat, right? So you have to eat according to your cycles. So they learn that. And then we do the deeper mental emotional work, because a lot of times people eat because of stress or, this this paralysis phase that you're talking about, that, there are things that come in waves also in our lives where we are so stressed at one point in time. And that's when these people who are undernourishing themselves, they cannot keep up. Right? So that cycle breaks. So until you've done the deeper mental emotional work and have learned to sit with yourself, accept yourself, reflect, do that, look at that deeper mental emotional game that's going on when you're feeling so stressed. When you do that deeper work, then you understand, okay, what's going on. So that's how, under eating, over exercising, it doesn't work, especially during the times when we are stressed. So we are not static bodies. We are very dynamic,
Right.
and we change according to the rhythms of life, our own cycles, different seasons, different stress levels. So you have to address all of that. You have to stop inflammation in your body by making your gut strong. You have to learn how to eat mindfully. You have to stop shaming your body for, eating this or eating that, or being fearful of food, eating in guilt all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And you
Binge eating.
remember those things when the way you were, when you would see the food and then you are in shock and you're resisting, but you're also wanting it. Whereas feeling the freedom to eat foods, but mindfully, right? And then working deeper on your nervous system, eating according to your hormones. So it involves a lot than just counting your calories, going 2 hours, doing the gym, which feels right to a lot of people, that this is what it should be, right? But
It's not.
it's not. There's much, much more.
Nilofer, tell us a little bit about, excuse me, tell us a little bit about eating a variety of food.
So eating a variety of food is, you have to learn what kind of foods are good for me. And then different colors of food, because they address different components in our body. They give us different kind of nutrients, and all of those are important. So if you take vegetables, you have to eat a variety of vegetables. If you take fruits, you have to eat a variety of fruits. Even in grains, you have to eat a variety of them, because all of those are giving us different nutrients. And also eating according to different seasons, because those foods are in their best
Yeah.
nutrients during that time,
Mhm.
and also their need by the body, because body is also shifting according to seasons.
Right, right. And there are people who don't like to cook, right? So then they're like, "Acha, now what do we do? Because we have to eat healthy, but we only know a certain, few things. So then
Yeah,
what do you?"
then also you get stuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So cooking is, I think, even to your kids, that's the best gift that you can give, to teach them how to cook. The more you know how to prepare things for yourself that feeds your energy, the less you're dependent outside. And look what is outside.
Mm,
Outside, what all there is processed,
yeah.
because they have to make food so enticing for you to consume it and reconsume it,
Mm-hmm.
that's all out there. So if you're
Yeah.
totally dependent there, you have totally messed up your gut and your system and
Yeah.
your nervous system,
Mm-hmm.
because the reward system is completely messed up with the processed foods,
Right.
right? So if you are not cooking, you definitely need help there. Cooking is something really basic that when people come and work with me, they have to cook. We don't make cooking as an extensive task. I
Mm,
don't want ever for people to consume and be consumed in their day by the
cooking.
act of cooking.
Mhm.
But it can be, very simple, fast, and meal prep and planning can
That's the
take
key.
care of so many things with respect to cooking. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about what changes would you recommend for perimenopausal and menopausal women? You
Yeah.
touched upon hormonal and cycling and
Yes. So what happens during perimenopause and menopause? Your everything is louder. Your body is less forgiving,
mm,
right? It is stress. The tolerance for stress, it drops, right? Your recovery is slower, right? So a lot of women, they come to me and they're like, um, I whatever I used to do to lose weight is not working now.
mm,
What's going on with my body? My body is changing. So when estrogen is fluctuating, right, stress hits hard. um, so the same things that were working before would not work. Your energy will go down. You remember when you came to me and you were talking about, okay, I have not seen the scale going down, I'm working hard, I'm doing everything. And of course, we talked about menopause, we talked about female hormones, and how your first question was, how can we change that reality? That's the reality of life. This is where I am, right?
yeah.
And so my hormones are my hormones. This is exactly where you need to work deeper on gut health,
Mm,
right? This is exactly because your gut has to support your body, because now your estrogen is fluctuating, now your hormones are going down,
yeah.
right? So whatever came easy and all that junk food that you ate and the body processed it efficiently, now that system is slowing
Yeah.
down.
Sitting there.
Recovery is slowing. Rest,
Yes.
yes. So now is the time to work more on your gut, more eating in rhythm with your hormones, all right? And now is the time to work deeper on your
Mm-hmm.
nervous system,
Mm-hmm.
because now things are slowing.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay attention now, um, it's only going to go
Yeah.
in the
Get
opposite
worse.
direction, right? So, especially for my women who are in the perimenopause, so 40 plus, or in menopause, you need to do this deeper work that we are talking about even more.
Right, right. And like you said, it's a whole lifestyle change, right? It's not just what you eat, but of course, eating has all those different components that you touched upon. But then it's also your sleep, and it's also, taking care of your hydration and taking care of your stress levels and all your mental, emotional stuff. And so it's a whole package
Absolutely.
that you have to live.
Hmm.
So, all right. So why don't quick fixes, जैसे कि shorts हो गए आजकल, we are hearing all about them, and the pills and extreme plans, why don't they fix things or work in the long run?
Hmm. So, see, these quick fixes, what are they going to do? They are going to give you relief from symptoms temporarily. So, you do see some effect, right? So, for instance, for women who are in their menopausal phase, or even perimenopausal phase, they when they go to their doctors, they talk about this is how I'm feeling. If they are a good candidate, and by the way, not every woman is a good candidate for HRT,
Mm.
right? So if they are good candidates for HRT, the doctor prescribes them, right? Or you really have to dig deeper and you have to talk to your doctors, because doctors are going to, if you want medication, they're going to give it to you. If you want hormones, they're going to give it to you, right? So you have to see, there's a lot of cost benefit analysis. And if your symptoms are to the extent where you really need HRT, then people go for it. But we've done a whole session on that. Even for the HRT to work, your gut has to be strong, because
Yeah.
it's not all about taking estrogen.
Mhm.
It's about how your body is metabolizing it, right? How it's recirculating it
Mm.
and recycling it. And so your gut and your liver has to be strong. And for that, you really have to work on what you're eating, on your lifestyle,
Right.
right? So quick fixes will give you some solutions, like GLPs, for
Mhm.
instance,
Mhm.
right? If you're taking for a condition, of course, they are recommended for a condition. But if you're just taking it for cosmetic reasons, you're not going to take it for life, right? So for short term,
Jumpstart.
it's going to give you some and again, you have to do your cost benefit analysis, because everything comes with side effects,
Mhm.
right? So do you want to go for those side effects for cosmetic reasons, right? And then even if you see some symptom relief in the beginning, you start losing weight or things like that, if you don't change your lifestyle, how long are you going to take these shots,
Yeah.
right? And especially as they're giving you side effects, the longer you take, the longer you're exposing your body to those side effects,
Mhm.
right? So if you don't change your lifestyle, then there's no pill that can fix everything,
Yeah.
right? So you have to go for deeper root level solutions. Same with people who come to me and they are on anxiety and depression medications. How long are you going to take it? Are you going to take it for your life? Or you can work deeper on your nervous system and get rid of all of those anxiety and depression medications. I have clients left and right and center who've done that.
Yeah.
So it is something that we think that these medications are for life. Yeah, they give you relief from some symptoms in the beginning, but you have to work on the root level. Um, you have to work deeper to get rid of these things for life.
Mhm. Okay. Before we go to the last question, we have a question that somebody had sent me, and that is about psoriasis.
Hmm.
And how is that linked to your gut?
It is directly linked to your gut, because psoriasis is again an inflammatory disease,
Mm-hmm.
and inflammation starts from your gut.
Mm-hmm.
So these extreme skin conditions that you see, rashes and hives and psoriasis, this is all inflammation in your body. It's speaking, clearly and very loudly that your body is inflamed, and you got to address that. And you address that by healing your gut.
Mm-hmm.
So once you work on your gut, you will see that these symptoms are going to go down. Of course, you will have to take some medications in the beginning to relieve symptoms. But then as you continue to make your gut strong, you will see that you will need less and less of these medications.
Okay. Good to know. And finally, people turn to the new year and they're like, new year, new me.
Right.
And what are some of the things that you want women to reflect on as they turn the page and enter the new year?
Yeah, definitely. I want them to reflect on, what am I overriding in my body? Think about it. Am I actually living, or am I just surviving? Right? Do I actually need some support, some strategies, some proper way of dealing with the issues that I am trying to deal with? Or am I just going to say, okay, I have to control myself, I have to be strong, I have to use my willpower?
Mm-hmm.
Has that worked? right? So the new year should not be about extreme diets and quick fixes and detoxes and resets. It should be more about, okay, how can I fix things so that they are fixed for permanence,
Mhm.
for long term, right? I can fix things permanently. There are people who are trained to help me, right? So seek out those people, research, find out what's going on, who are the people who can help me, and then seek that support. um, Actually, I would say work deeply on these things, go deeper, find the right solutions, and actually learn to live your life like truly with freedom.
Mhm. Yeah, that freedom is it's one of the, like you said, it's one of the biggest gifts that you can give yourself.
Absolutely. And I remember, last year when you started your journey, you said this year, I'm investing in myself. I'm doing this. And you stuck through. And I mean, you can also share your experiences of how do you feel? You feel better, you feel freer. And that's what you gotta aspire for, right? Or
Yeah,
work toward.
best gift that I ever gave myself.
Mm.
And it was the one of the best decisions that I ever made is to join your program.
Mm.
I'm, seeing the benefits in myself, and I would recommend this highly to anybody who is struggling with their weight. Living, they want to live a more healthy life. Maybe you're not overweight, but you're dealing with a lot of different issues, and you just want to improve your overall health. It is the best investment that you can make in yourself and in your long-term health. um, and you've taught me so much, Nilofer,
Mm.
in terms of just my relationship with food, and how I think my whole family has benefited from it as well. It's not just me, in
Mm.
terms of the kinds of things now that we put on the table, and the kinds of things that are in our pantry,
Mm.
right? And we don't think of food as reward anymore. Now it's more like, hey, let's all sit together and eat a home cooked meal. Even when we go out, we don't enjoy the food as much as, oh, Nani makes this better, or my housekeeper makes this better, or even Mama every now and then makes this better.
Yeah.
But it's the relationship with food has changed, and I'm seeing it in my kids as well.
Mm.
They love to go out and eat, and now I feel like they're much more mindful. They're like, oh my God, we've eaten out like so much this week. We have to cut back. So their thinking has also
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
Whereas if they would go out, they would eat the whole meal. Now I always see them saving half and saying, hey, tomorrow we'll take this for lunch.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that has changed
Yeah.
even
And
in
it's
their
not only
minds.
about body, right?
Yeah.
It's more about mind
Yes.
and your mindset. And so you don't feel deprived. You
Not
don't
at all.
see the food the way you used to. Like you said, relationship of food with food
Yeah.
has changed. And then when the life throws those curveballs, right?
Submitting is the best thing you can do. Detaching is the best thing that you can do. And one of my friends has this lovely phrase, not my monkey, not my circus, right? And it's so true. And you practice that, and you let people, they dig a hole. People, sometimes I look at their actions, and they really, really, really want something. And they'll take these actions to which will end up burning their own house down.
Yeah. They go to the nth degree. Yeah.
Yeah, and literally it will destroy themselves. It will destroy their relationships. It will burn their own house down, but because of their whatever it is, their ego or whatever it is, they just go through with it. And I have learned this year to now sit back and enjoy the scene
Yeah.
and let people dig their own holes and dig themselves out of it, because it's not the monkey on your back anymore.
Yeah. And it is work. It's not easily done. Like in the true sense, like, yeah, you can say it that, yeah, I do this or do that. But Aisha, you've done the deeper work that is involved, right? Which is like facing real life with very, very real challenges, which, some of that you've shared with me. So yeah, it's not just said,
Yeah,
it's actually
living
done,
it.
and yes, and it's tough. It's not
Yes.
easy, but it can be done when you use the right methodology and go through the way, and then you see, okay, yeah, this is what's happening, and you accept a lot of things about yourself too,
Hmm.
that these are my tendencies and these are my patterns,
Yeah.
right? And then how do I rewire myself so that I don't feel like, oh, life is gone, everything is, I've deprived of everything and I am a failure, or I'm just letting go.
Mm.
You don't have to feel like that should not happen, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a specific mindset in which when you live and flow and trust and go, you see things differently.
Absolutely. And I think it reflects in everything that you do. So,
Yeah.
thank you very much for everything that you have done to change so many lives this year. And I know myself and a lot of other women who have enrolled in your program, um, we and our families thank you for what you have done for us. And I would, like I said, I would encourage any woman who's on the fence, who's down and out, thinking about these things, wants to improve herself, to get in touch with you. And Nilofer, do you have a phone number, or do you want them to get in touch with you through the...
If they can, yeah, just go on my website. Everything is there, drbasaria.com, and they can book a call with me. They can consult with me. The initial consultation is always free, so we can go deeper into what's going on, and then we can see if we can work together, and if this will be beneficial for them. But no, thank you, Aisha, for this opportunity, and shukr, alhamdulillah. I mean, this feeds my soul. This work is just so important, and um, it has deep meaning in my life. So thank you for the opportunity to share things here, to educate the community, and to do what we are set out to do here in this world, and you are my partner in it. So I love it, and whoever comes my way, if there is healing that is written and that has to happen through the work that we do, I am more than happy to do that with
Great.
people. So,
Wonderful, wonderful, and looking forward to some amazing segments in the new year as well.
inshallah, yeah.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for staying with us today on Coffee Connection. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel, by the way, and also do subscribe to follow us on our social media, Radio Azad's Instagram. You'll get the clips